100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the... When I stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh, deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, D, let's all right, D. Watch the twins.
Now Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch the whip.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
52. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On third down, Jackson. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll run here with Freeman. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bills' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Michel. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got three.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Here we go. Keep your arm. Let's go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Score time, 7-7.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Come on. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Jackson to throw on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 11 now. Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Allen going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Calais Campbell with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have taken the lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bird now ready to return it. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be. Able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
36.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. This will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They're running it. It's Michelle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think...
And a big loss here as he's taken... Down.
17-yard loss on the sack. It's second down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. There's Jackson on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. 56 the mic, boy. Hey, Alpha. 56. I got one.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Go, Captain. Let's go. We got this.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it's Michelle once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We play to win. Let's go.
With the score, Ravens 17, Bills 16.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
You got tape. You got tape right there. Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Matt Milano picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson being chased out left. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed him.
Super toe.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. And that's complete to Brown. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Demir Bird there to make the grab. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No. Show it.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sony Michel, 49 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.